Does a high IQ mean that an athlete will have good sporting performance? Does academic achievement determine one's intelligence? And are there other types of intelligence? If so, what are these types of intelligences, and how do different athletes show these attributes? Pat and I are hoping that we can answer these questions. The reason why we chose to do this topic is due to students at Melbourne High being at a very high level, maybe state or even the national stage. And could this be due to their high IQs? And is this what is allowing them to have this sporting performance?
As Pramod said, the topic we studied of whether high IQ has any correlation with sporting performance found many interesting situations. But before we go into our main topic, we would like to define what IQ is and how it is measured. The standard way of measuring intelligence, or IQ, is through the Stanford Binet test. This test is a series of questions mostly to do with logical thinking and problem solving that is supposed to determine a person's IQ. IQ stands for Intelligent Quotient, and a very high IQ is considered to be 125 and above. But because this only tests certain aspects of a person, this is not relevant to our case. There are many instances of when an academically adept athlete has gone on to become very good at their respective sports. A prime example is Russell Westbrook, an NBA player for the Oklahoma City Thunder who attended the University of California, Los Angeles. He was also accepted into an Ivy League school in Stanford out of high school. Throughout college, he carried a 3.9 grade point average out of 4. GPA, or grade point average, is a representation of all the grades a student has obtained throughout their time at the college.
With the first basket of the game, are we playing? Second half.
Back to back from last year. This year's Kia MVP award winner, Russell Westbrook from the Oklahoma City Thunder.
This example helps to prove that athletes who did well throughout their schooling years may end up being athletes with extremely high sporting achievements. However, this case is an outlier. There have been many cases, especially in the NFL, where athletes have taken classes such as Swahili just so they can pass college to make it into the league. Many think that intelligence and high IQ may only be defined by how well one can do academically. However, Howard Gardner, an American psychologist who developed the theory about the multiple intelligences, stated that different people could be intelligent at different aspects of life. He suggested that there are 7 types of intelligence. These are linguistic, which relates to words and languages, logical, which relates to mathematics, musical, which relates to music, rhythm, and beat, bodily kinesthetic, which relates to body and movement control, and this is probably the most relevant to sports, spatial, visual images and space visualization, interpersonal, which is the ability to understand other people's feelings and emotions, and intrapersonal, which is self-awareness. This theory suggests that people may have different types of intelligence, and whilst being intelligent at one aspect, may not be at another. This means that even though an athlete may not be the smartest academically, they could still be very intelligent. Let's look at some of the athletes who are considered to be intelligent in their sport, but do not have a great academic record. High basketball IQ, in this case, has been determined by an opinion-based list of 15 players from Danny Ducker on well-known sports website Bleacher Report. LeBron James, considered to be one of, if not the best player in the NBA, had a GPA of 3.2 out of 5 in high school. He did not attend college and went straight into the NBA after high school. However, he is considered to be one of the smartest basketball players in existence today.
Stephen A., Do you think LeBron is the smartest player in the game?
Everybody's responsibility is. And you don't know that if you don't have a high IQ. So I certainly would say that he's up there. I don't know whether it's number one comes to mind in terms of his intellect on the basketball court. You see what he does and how he runs a team.
Chris Paul. He had a 3.21 GPA at Wake Forest, a small school. This is not the most amazing score, but he is also to be considered to be one of the smartest basketball players in the world, and has many achievements to his name, including All-Star and All-NBA.
Here's Chris finding a man, and right to the hoop. He's fearless, too.
Mary Willingham was a worker at UNC who would help students who were struggling in their studies to get better. One day, she met with a student athlete who did not know how to read or write. As she went through her work, she realized that this was not a new problem and was not only occurring at UNC. Yet, these athletes, even though they did not seem smart, did not do badly in their sport. Quite the opposite. To be at the college level means that they are likely to head into their respective sporting leagues and have a very good career later in life.
The ball is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. In all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked. But now it shows. One shining moment.
Also instances of NFL athletes who have struggled through college and only just passed through taking subjects such as Swahili. These subjects are known as paper classes. These classes offer very little teaching and will mark their tests, shall I dare call it that, very leniently. Some of these athletes reportedly struggle to read, and even after taking language subjects, cannot read, write, or speak a single word of that language. This shows to what extent committing to a sport can have on a person's academic ability. Sadly, it is hard to find individual cases, as many athletes are ashamed of what they did. But the University of North Carolina has admitted that some of their athletes did take part in this. Different types of intelligence is what allows these athletes to be so good at their sports. Even though there are cases where athletes have been academically sound and done well in their sports, such as Russell Westbrook. But these cases are rare. What makes most athletes intelligent is their bodily kinesthetic intelligence. As Howard Gardner said, people can have different intelligences, this making the athletes good at their sport. However, the Stanford Binet IQ test does not take into account this theory, meaning that these athletes may be considered dumb academically, but intelligent when they play sport. This shows that we found no correlation between high intelligence and high IQ and high achievement in sports, even though that is what we initially predicted. Thanks for watching.